What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Courageous Cody back with the part 2 of Low Vision Shelter Survival. So, those of you who may not be watching the series that I'm trying to make here, I spent some time in a shelter, and I'm almost completely blind and basically almost completely deaf, you could say. I have about 15% vision and maybe 20-25% hearing. So this day started off, I woke up kind of early, and I just kind of sat in my room at the shelter listening to probably some Black Sabbath. Actually, yes, I know for a fact that it was Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. And I was in my room, and all of a sudden one of the workers that worked at the shelter came in. And they're like, "Cody." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You listen to Sabbath?" I was like, "Yes, I do." And the next day, Buddy actually got me a shirt that I still have somewhere. And it's a Sabbath shirt, right? It says Black Sabbath on it. It was really cool. So I go down to get some dinner, some breakfast, which was just cereal and milk. But they provided it. It was free. And I can't help but notice that there's music playing. I think it was like Little Baby or something like that playing. And this guy who I used to live in a building with, come to find out, I'm going to call this guy Taz. Taz was dancing on the table. He was literally dancing on the table. I mean, the guy had some moves, I'll give him that, but he was dancing at the table, on top of the table at breakfast. And nobody said a damn word to him. So he just continued to dance, get his groove on. So I ate my breakfast, and we're kicked out for a couple hours. So I decided what I'm going to do. I decided to go to the dispensary with a friend I just made. I'm going to call him Tyrone. So Tyrone and I go, and we get our joint. We walk back to the smoking spot, and we smoke our joint. It was alright weed. It's Canadian government weed, so it's not like top shelf or anything, but it was alright. And we then proceed to get a pack of smokes. So I got my smokes. I gave him a couple just because, he's a buddy of mine. And later on, the night rolls in. I just ate dinner, and I'm going out for a cigarette. And I'm on the phone talking to my grandmother at the time. And to do this, I had to take my hearing aid out. So I set my hearing aid beside me, right next to my pack of smokes. As I'm chatting, I realize, I gotta grab another smoke. And my smokes are gone. My hearing aid's gone. And there's somebody sitting right beside me. So obviously they took them. I'm looking around and they're gone. So I lost it. I stood up and I grabbed this person. I said, "You better give me back my effing smokes." Which I shouldn't have done. I should have just let him have them. Because I'm not trying to fight anybody. And they're like, "Oh, I don't have them. And all of a sudden, there's cameras on the property. So somebody comes out, like one of the workers there, and they're like, "Give them back to him." All of a sudden, my smokes and my hearing aid hit me in the chest. This person got caught and threw them at me. First of all, how bad of a friggin' criminal can you be that you can't even steal from a blind person? You don't sit there after you take shit. You take the shit and then you leave. So, shout out to the world's dumbest criminal. And what else happened this night? There was two people fighting. I guess somebody stole somebody's stuff, and they were literally fighting off property so they wouldn't get caught. They ended up getting caught. But this is part 2. Part 3 is where I actually get robbed again from an old-time friend. So, hit the like button if you enjoyed. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot. Have yourselves a gorgeous, beautiful, magnificent day, night, or evening. Peace and love.
Stop recording video.